2002, there's a look at the home of the Patriots, Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. A moment ago, the pride of Massachusetts, the Patriots, introduced to this, as always, sold-out crowd as they get set to go head-to-head with the Tennessee Titans. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. This fielded right at the goal line. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Tannehill with a play fake to Henry. He'll throw instead. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass. So that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback, because he went into it, he saw the numbers we saw, he watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be, but early in this one, advantage defense.
And the Patriots are going to have a first and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a first and goal.
Harris fighting, but he won't get too far. Maybe a yard, that's all, down to the 2. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up second and goal. Looking at this now, you got a couple more cracks here this close. Sneak it?
I don't think you even go into a huddle. Just line up, snap it, and fall in behind those guys into the end zone.
From the 2 now, second and goal. And they run with Harris off the option. And this is not going to do it as he's stopped at the 2-yard line. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on third and goal. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is third and goal. Now Jones. Flush to his right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So they opted to pass for it on third and goal. Let's see what they do on fourth and goal.
Well, I think they threw it with the idea that if they didn't get it, they would go for it on fourth and goal. So they've got another play in their pocket. They're going to have to call it right now. No field goal here.
Can this defense hold them out? Here we go now. Fourth and goal from the 2. Throwing Jones. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 2. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Now, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
At the 9-yard line. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's second and 7. Out of the gun, Tannehill. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Dante Hightower. And they'll spot him at the 3-yard line. But such a costly interception, nearly a pick six, but now they're so close they are knocking on the door for a touchdown.
And I never want to get on any team for being aggressive because that's part of what their makeup is, and oftentimes it's successful. But in this case, you've got to be selective about it and make sure you take care of the football. That interception almost cost them 6 points. Now their defense has to run onto the field, probably giving the quarterback a few side eyes along the way. They've got to see if they can stop a score.
Second and goal from the 6 this time. They run the counter. It's Harris, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. It's his 8th rushing touchdown on the campaign and 10th overall. And the Patriots on just 2 plays have taken the lead. Folk connects on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Taken at the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. This defense for the Patriots, they played extremely well last week in the win over Atlanta.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there. And they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. After the run, Tannehill going to throw. He's got his tight end, Anthony Firkser. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Nice job, nice patience right there. Put him on the right side, let him work his way across, put the ball in his hands, and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
Tannehill on first down. Flushed out right. And he'll just get rid of it.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, here's Tannehill. It's complete. This is Derrick Henry. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 37. Now a timeout called for by the defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Throwing again is Tannehill. He's got the tight end Ferkser right side complete.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. First down, Titans. After 7-0 on EA Sports. First down carry for Henry. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
On second down, it's Henry. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Just a 1 yard pickup there, and it's going to make it third down at 6. Here's Tannehill. Over the middle here to Brown. And the Titans are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
They'll try to run for it with Henry. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
It's second and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. Here's Tannehill. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
That one was tipped up in the air and fortunately fell away for the defense, because if the offense is able to grab that one, that's a short little jaunt into the end zone, because there's not enough reaction time off of a tip ball for the defense to rally and make a tackle. They were very fortunate on that play.
Now Tannehill on third and goal. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Adrian Phillips. And the Patriots are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
And some room to maneuver. There he goes, left side. Past the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Damian Harris, 94 yards. And the Patriots are able to strike quickly for 6. Extra point up and good by Folk. And it's now 14-0. kick it away after the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Now it's Tannehill. Open man, Westbrook-Ikhine. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. 10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. So 3rd and long after the sack. Tough task for Tannehill and the Titans. They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
This offense has definitely been slow getting out of the gate. It's almost like they missed their wake-up call for this one. No points on their first 2 possessions, and now it's looking like none on this one either.
On is Kern, the punter, to send this one away. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Patriots take over. At their own 21-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they hit the home run last drive. 1 play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
Well, he's broken off some big-time runs here in this first half.
Yeah, and let's just face it. When you go into a game, you think you've got the plays that are going to work, but when you actually get out there and they're starting to happen, your confidence rises, and he's running with terrific ability right now.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Open man is Kendrick Bourne. And some space here. Touchdown, Patriots. Kendrick Bourne, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Patriots are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Well, we know that he can beat you in a number of ways. He can catch it short, he can take it long, or he can do what we just saw right there, catch it and then run with the football.
Yeah, and this just looked like a simple, ordinary play to start, but boy, did things change. Once he got free, it was off to the races, and once he hit high gear, there's absolutely no one who was going to stop him.
Folk connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 21-0. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Now a throw downfield is taken in by his running back, and he'll be brought down right at the 30 here.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Rolling to his right. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
Well, we heard all week that they were going to put the football in the air a lot. The problem is that is now 4 interceptions, Charles, that he has thrown in this first half. How do you treat a situation? What do you say to your quarterback right now?
Boy, that's an interesting question because a lot of it depends on the head coach and the people making the decisions. You have to know your quarterback and know if he's mentally tough enough to have a chance to turn it around. Or is he a guy that maybe you've seen enough and it's time to go to the backup? But right now what you're rooting for is your defense to help keep you in the game, to give him an opportunity to get back on track.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Jones. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Here's Jones on 3rd down. And now another one thrown incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away.
And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
And with a 3-score deficit staring them in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He completes it to Julio Jones. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Tannehill now to throw. He'll find Jones again, complete. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry touchdown number 18 on the year.
And the Titans get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
Bullock good on the extra point, and the lead will be cut down to 14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped it to 14.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder into ball carrier, and down he goes.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room.
On 1st and 10, Jones. And caught by Henry. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action.
Second down at 4.
And this time they'll just keep this on the ground. And he's going to have a first down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run. So we've reached halftime here at Gillette Stadium with the Patriots on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. So here we go for half number 2. The Patriots with the lead, and they will be getting the football.
This one fielded at the 5. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Pats at the line ready to go. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Now Jones throwing on first down. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. That sack by the DN, Danico Autry. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
To try again after the sack. Jones. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Henry. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Got an extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for third down. Off the play fake. Jones. toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down. Looking to throw. Jones. This one to Bourne, and he's got it. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on first down to set him back on second.
2nd and 21. A lot of ground to cover.
A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Back to throw. Jones going to throw deep for the end zone.
That's to Aguilar. Touchdown, Patriots.
Nelson Aguilar with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Patriots add 6 to their lead. He put quite a bit of air underneath that touchdown pass. Of course, we knew that he had the strong arm.
That part was easy. You could see that throughout his college career. But what you want to know about a rookie is when the pressure's on, can you throw with touch? He just did right there. And, boy, it was pretty.
Extra point up and good by Folk. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Batson not going to risk returning it, so they'll start at the 25.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
42 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
And Derrick Henry with the ball in his hands, what a sight to behold, because power and speed involved in every touch for him. Coming off another spectacular season with the Titans, he became the first since LaDainian Tomlinson in 2006 and 2007 to win 2 straight rushing titles, and he did it with style, too.
This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Titans.
Well, he's been doing this for a lot of years, with the arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one.
And as that ball was hanging in the air with the receiver streaking downfield to meet it, here in the stadium, you could just sense the crowd thinking, oh, no. And their worst fears were realized as that one turned into a long touchdown.
And that ball traveling 68 yards in the air, according to Next Gen Stats.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
This one fielded at the 5. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive.
They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. They'll run again with Harris. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Oh, he's going to go ahead and field it from the 3-yard line. A nice job getting free on the return for 13 yards. And it'll be Titan football. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They come in off a touchdown drive the last time they had the ball to cut down that lead. Now the defense has done their part, got them the football back.
Momentum started to shift a little bit when they scored the touchdown. It increased when the defense got them the ball back. Momentum definitely in their favor. Now they got to keep things cranking, keep it on high so they can keep cutting into that lead.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Tannehill. Open man is Cameron Batson. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. To throw is Tannehill. They'll roll him out right. That's complete to his tight end, Firkser. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. So both teams trade touchdowns in the 3rd as we're through 3 quarters of play. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? Now a 1st down throw, Tannehill. And this complete to Henry over the middle. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped.
Good yardage on the completion there. And when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
On 1st down, Tannehill. Eluding the pressure right. He dumps it off for Henry. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19.
And that's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And my goodness, another interception. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it. And the Pats are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They have to like the position that they are in. 4th quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. Finding Bourne here over the middle. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and take.
And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. Jeffrey Simmons able to record his 5th sack of the season. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down.
Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike. Hey, watch the slant. Hey, watch.
Another try after the first down sack. Jones. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down.
Love the idea, love the concept, but you got to leave a little room on the sideline so he can fade into it when he makes the catch. That was thrown too close to it for the receiver to make a play.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Open man, the tight end, Henry. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Give him 19 on the play, but they will still come up a bit short. And now it's fourth down. Now Jones. And this is caught, but they say out of bounds. That would have been a first down, but he couldn't stay in, and as a result, they're going to have to give up the football. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you've got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Tannehill's throw hauled in by Westbrook-Ikhine here. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agree. They have to up the tempo in this case. Down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down.
The nice thing is that you've still got all your timeouts, so the middle of the field, that should still be an option, especially if you see the defenders pinching the sideline. You can run a little seam route right here and pick up some nice yardage.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it. And the Patriots are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. Well, all I can do up here is just shake my head. I mean, 6 interceptions. I cannot imagine what he's thinking between the ears right now.
Well, just think of how it is for his teammates, because after the first few, you know they're going over to him, hey, we'll get them next time. Now they're probably a little bit frustrated. And if you're a receiver, you're thinking to yourself, any ball that's in the air, you become receiver and defensive back. You got to go compete for the ball so that you don't get another one picked off.
2nd and 10. Now it looks like he'll throw here. That's swung out wide to Harris. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
13 yards on the play. That's good.
Now a first down carry for Harris. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. They run again with Harris. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. The second down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there. So this will wind up a victory for the New England Patriots. And they were spurred on by a strong performance in that fourth quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.